all kinds of debris on his grill from the wall.
You can see the lights flashing. He's getting really hot right now.
Yeah, the fucking sign came off the wall and I hit it, so find a lap car and clear it.
There it goes.
Oh, there, he got it off. Great job.
Now it's on ours there. Dang it, man.
And we're back with another live episode. Not live.
As live.
Why am I lying? It's TV magic.
Yeah.
It's recorded always. Always recording. We've only done a couple live shows.
Those were definitely interesting live shows.
They were. I don't know if I like them. I don't know if I like live shows.
Richmond was interesting. Vegas definitely interesting. Talladega was fun.
That was okay.
Yeah, Vegas, we had those balloons. That's why.
And Daytona,
we screwed up dropping balloons early.
Yeah.
Yeah, drop at the end.
Daytona was also a fun one that we did, I think, last year in the little fan zone when
Dave?
When Bubba came on.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it was right outside the media center.
Mm-hmm.
It all blurs together.
Yeah.
It does all blur together, but I do remember the one we had in Vegas at the banquet. That was just an absolute nightmare. Yeah. But it was fun having a lot of the playoff drivers in it.
Yeah.
But it got... People were distracted. They're like cats when they see, beach balls or balls or any kind. They have to hit them.
I'm not necessarily sure that, like, a concert venue and alcohol is the best for a podcast, where it's just, like, people talking.
Yeah, no, you don't want that.
Yeah, because they're going to be talking because they're going to be drinking. So you need them in like a theater where they're focused.
And its name is like live music.
Yeah.
The difference.
Yeah. People wanted live music. They don't want to stand there watching people talk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got a drum set back here right now, so I mean, we could have a live band during the show if we wanted to.
You got a drum set. You got a guitar.
Yeah.
You got a Carl Edwards head.
Mm-hmm. And the king.
Somewhere?
The king's there too. What'd you say?
Do you have a piano?
I do. It's in the other room. It's an electronic keyboard.
That's how you get the ladies. You show them your musical skills.
Yeah, I don't use the piano for that because my skills aren't there yet. That would basically have them running down the street away from the house, not the way where I want them to go.
What does I have a question?
Yes.
What does Chargerus Unis mean? And
it's French. It's a travel poster.
Okay.
It's like a liner, maybe like a freight liner, like a ocean liner. I don't know exactly. Hopefully it's nothing naughty. Actually, for this podcast, it wouldn't matter, but I've been using it for lots of other things too.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know if you were a Chargers fan. Yeah.
What fans can speak French and tell me exactly what it means?
There's very few people who listen to this show that can speak French.
Oh, no, there might be some French Canadians out there that maybe listen to this show.
Yeah.
That's true. I met a couple of French Canadian fans. I went to a Cubs game last year, and they were sitting right behind me, and they tapped me on the shoulder, and they brought me a beer, and we watched the game together, hung out, and they were very nice people. But I was like, oh, well, like up in Montreal, they're from. I was like, well, it's pretty crazy.
Montreal, Quebec. Is that where the beer draft dispenser behind you is from? Is that from the game?
No, my mother actually got that for me.
Lisa.
That was a great present by my mom. It holds 88 ounces, which is pretty amazing. And you can put the bottom part, that copper part. It's not copper; it's fake copper, but
Fopper
in the freezer, and it keeps your beer cold. Because 88 ounces, that's a lot of beer to drink before it gets warm. So. It's a good little, if you're out here on my deck playing ping pong or something, you don't have to walk inside. It's good.
I'm about to say 88 for Dale Jr. and then I remembered it's Alex Bowman.
It is. It is. You messed up.
But but
it still is like
it's relevant.
It's still, I think more people equate 88 with Jr. than they do Bowman.
Or
definitely.
Maybe Darryl Waltrip. I don't know. That 88 die guard. Just saying.
Dale Jarrett.
Yep. There's a lot of 88s out there.
Yeah.
A lot of people running at 88. Do you put any of that rewind lager in the 88 ounces of beer?
Oh.
No, I didn't. Yeah. No, I haven't. I haven't been there. I need to go back down. I don't know. I'm sure you can go in there and get like a growler or something, but
You can.
Just kind of.
They've got a setup
Where is-
outside where you can pull into the parking lot and they'll just get you some beer right in your car. They're doing that. A lot of breweries are doing that. I've ridden my bike to a couple of them to get beer.
Yeah.
Where's Rewind?
Birdsong.
Birdsong.
Oh,
Rewind is the
Birdsong.
name of the beer.
Is the name of the beer. I didn't know. Oh, I haven't been to Birdsong.
Yeah, Birdsong. That's a cool place. Yeah. So I heard that Florida is like opening up their bars and restaurants like today. Like Florida's just doing it. That's your home turf, Kimmy.
That is. I'll have to check in with the Familia.
They open them
There's free ball in it.
like
Go do it. Why not?
full open, or like, because I think South Carolina was starting to open some soon where it was you could only be in, like, you had to still be. They're limiting the number of people that can be in there still.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
They're still limiting. It can't be packed, but yeah.
It's weird though, like to go. Granted, I don't like packed bars, but the thought of not being able to have more than X number of people in a bar, I don't know if it like has the same ambiance.
I'd be fine with
I'd
that.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be fine with it.
For me personally, I prefer that, but I think a lot of people that like to go out to the bars are going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Well,
Suck it up for a little bit. It'll be fine.
suck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bars will be
Yeah.
back eventually.
They will eventually. But so Kim, I saw you Sunday for a brief moment.
Oh yeah,
And
with all my
You had your boomstick.
I did have my boomstick and my mask.
How was that experience? I don't think it was 6 feet though. I think you were like 5.5. So I got to complain about that.
Yeah, 5.5, 6. Only those of us who are skilled can tell the difference. I thought it was going to be super cumbersome and like obnoxious, but it was really not that bad. Like once it was weird not having a lot of people there, like personnel and then fans not being there. But once I started working, it felt relatively normal. Yeah. Although I will say I have to really pay attention listening wise, because when people's faces are covered, I didn't realize how much I rely on lip movement to understand what somebody's saying. So I have to pay really close attention when people are talking.
Yeah. Yeah. And you couldn't really tell if someone was talking to you or not.
Yeah. And it's like, you still want to smile because your eyes are different when you smile, but it feels kind of silly.
Yeah. It was weird. It wasn't weird. It was just different. But I mean, honestly, when we got in the car, it's nothing. It's like you don't notice anything anyway. So once you're out there running, it's kind of the same. But
I got a question.
Pre-race stuff was a little weird.
I got a question on that. When you said that you couldn't tell if people were talking to you, no drivers and guys at the track generally will wear like sunglasses. So if you've got sunglasses and a mask on, can you have any indication where a person is, like, who they're referencing?
That's what. Yeah, I wore sunglasses and a mask on the grid, and like, I don't think you could tell if I was looking at you or talking to you or.
It's freaking Darth Vader over here.
I'm going to open the door for the dog real quick. I'll be back.
I was like, Santa was showing up at Kim's house. Well, Ryan, while she's gone, I got to ask this, and she, since she was down there, how was race day? How was it getting into the track? What was that like from your perspective?
Yeah. Well, I got there at like 10:30 in the morning, and before you pull in, they took your temperature, everything like that, and then they gave you the okay, good to go. Drove. It was kind of, it was like a test session, with all the cars there, limited crews. Not a lot of people were in there. There's track officials and things like that. But, went right to our buses and sat there for, hours until everything was ready to go. Honestly, the cars were on the grid at like 9 a.m., 9:30 in the morning. All the cars were through tech and on the grid already. So they all just kind of sat there and then just walk to your car and they do the anthem and prayer and go race. So it was a little bit different, obviously, no fans around, nothing like that. And, but yeah, it really just felt like a big test session with 40 cars. So it was a little bit, odd, but at the same time, it was nice that we were able to go race and everyone was smart. Everyone was following all the rules, which is good. And everyone knew what to do. And we knew what was at stake. And I hope I saw the numbers. I saw we put on a really, really good show, but it was great. I saw something to where people were like, "Oh, thousands of fans flocked to Darlington to watch the race." I'm like, no, there was nobody there. I mean, I don't see the thousands of fans that were standing around outside or nothing. Like there was nothing there. So it was a little strange, but I mean, it was nice to be able to put on a race. So
you had a nice like Team Penske face mask. I was surprised that some drivers like didn't have coordinated like logoed face mask, or at least like, I don't know. I would have thought everybody would have like
branded up.
Branded. Yeah. Penske gave us face masks on Saturday before we went to the racetrack. So they gave us a baggie full of face mask, hand sanitizer, and our pass to get in the racetrack. So we were all, little Team Penske logo on the side. So that was nice.
We got these from NASCAR for going into the office. Everybody got 2, so they're washable.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the edit.
Are you allowed back in the office now?
Not everyone. There's only a few. So Matt Strickland and I were in the office for digital, doing highlights and making sure everything was ready to go for the week. Just because it's easier to pull footage from the office because the internet's better. So there were 2 of us allowed. I think overall in the building Sunday there might have been like 5 people on the floor that we were on, maybe. Oh, wow. And that's in like a 24-hour period because they cut radioactive for Race Hub that should air on Tuesday, which is when we're taping this. So, to do that, like we had to have some folks in the office. And I mean, they gave us we got screened when we walked in, temperature check, all that stuff. And then you sign in, make sure that you're there at this time so they can track who's there. Every edit bay had basically hand sanitizer / disinfectant, and then some Clorox wipes. And pretty much once we got in our edit bays, masks can come off and you can kind of be there. But those were our cars for the night. Was the edit bay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Huh. Well,
slowly starting to get back into the office. Slowly.
Yeah.
Doing it the right way.
Yeah.
It was very exciting though. Like to sit somewhere at a computer that isn't this room. I've been in here for the past 2 months. Just in this one room in my house. Whole new house, one room, whole time.
Everyone else is empty. Nothing else in the house.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of echo. Speaking of empty, and also a sport getting back to fans, soccer got back this weekend.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
Missed it.
The Bundesliga in Germany was up on Saturday, and they had a soccer playing. And also Singapore, they had not Singapore. Where was it? Korea. Korea had soccer back, and in Korea they put cardboard cutouts and stuff in the stands.
I thought they put sex dolls.
They did. One of the teams put sex dolls in there too, and they had they were mannequins.
Okay, yeah, sure, mannequins. Yeah.
I don't understand the problem if they're clothed.
Yeah.
If nobody's doing anything promiscuous with them, what the big deal is?
They're just trying to make them more lifelike. And I applaud them for that.
Lifelike than that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they move a little bit. Maybe they're a little animatronic.
But who's going to be the first person to point out? Excuse me, those are sex dolls. That is not a mannequin.
Even know?
Somebody who has a sex doll.
Knows. Yeah.
They're like, oh, I know that model.
Yeah, like I have 4 of those. Yeah.
No, that's familiar.
Yeah, they the team was apparently had a misunderstanding with the supplier, who was supposed to said that assured the officials they were not intended for sexual use. They were trying to do something lighthearted and in these difficult times. And they're not going to do it again. So they apologize for putting them in there.
I do wonder, though, like, did they go out and buy these?
They had
specifically, or was there like a reserve of these stashed somewhere for other purposes?
I mean, I feel
they were the pre-tested versions that they just had on sale.
The display, they were the floor models.
Discount.
Yeah.
I mean, with social distancing, who knows what people are doing to.
Yeah,
I'm sure the sex doll sales have gone way up during social distancing. I'd like to see that stat. I would. Not really, because I think it'd be like
depressing.
Weird,
yeah.
I'd be curious. Like,
I for sure think it would have gone up.
Well,
like, should I have bought in stock in one of these companies.
It's like Peloton, sex doll.
Yeah.
If you bought Peloton and sex doll, you are rocking some. You're
ready.
You're
for
probably making some bank right now.
That's just double exercise.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I think it was the Dutch, maybe that the Dutch. There's two things I can't stand in this world: people that are intolerant of other cultures, and the Dutch. No, they suggested that you find a sex buddy.
Yeah.
For quarantine.
Wait, find a sex buddy for quarantine?
Yeah. That was the Dutch government said that you should try and find one of those. One person, and where you can basically what's the thing that they do? Not social distance, because that's not what that is. Where they track it, the people that you've been around.
The tracers?
Yeah, the tracing. The basically, if somebody's been around more people, you don't want that person. The fewer people, the better. Yeah. Not in that sense. I'm just saying contact. Like, this person's not going to the grocery store as much. They're cool to come into your house.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Interesting. Because Dutch,
very progressive.
They're progressive. If they want to do that, it's fine. It's good.
Going back to the dolls in the stands, though, I'm not quite sure I understand putting fake fans in the stands.
Yeah, just like I don't know. Either be empty or be full.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Because
maybe thought it was fun. I do it for fun and being funny, but
like I feel like so when there was a movie Eddie back in the day that they filmed at the Charlotte Coliseum with Whoopi Goldberg, where she was a basketball coach.
That was filmed at the Charlotte Coliseum?
Yes. Yeah.
I remember that movie.
Yeah, I got to be one of the extras in the stands because they were playing the Hornets, and they basically turned that into Madison Square Garden. But they put cardboard cutouts in the stands to make it look full at the top.
No, I don't. Well.
He's a magician.
Did you see that?
Holy shit! Blaney just disappeared.
It froze and then it jumped to current, and he had gotten up.
No, I'm going with he just did abracadabra and vanished.
That was I Dream of Genie style.
Yeah.
Also, my dog is going crazy. This is literally authentic work from home.
This is an authentic Zoom call. There's a dog barking. There's a train in the background.
What?
He's saying that he wants to be on the show.
On.
Yeah.
Archie, come.
That was loud.
So we don't know where Blaney went?
We don't know. I would imagine that he went to...
gotta take care of the dog.
Oh. And Ryan's back.
I'll be back.
Sorry, guys. Oh, Chuck's by himself.
So...
Sorry, I had to go light this candle because the mosquitoes are a little bad out here.
Just to recap what just happened, you disappeared, like literally froze and then vanished. And then Kim... had to go let the dog out. So this is what... I
thought she already let the dog out.
Well, she's got to let it out again.
Oh.
Well, all I heard was, I've got to go take care of that. And then she jetted. So
disappeared. So how long were you by yourself?
Really 2 seconds, really? At the end of the day? It wasn't that long?
Well, good.
Yeah. Your timing was impeccable.
Good. Yeah, I got this, it's called skeeter screen, patio candle. Yeah. It's very important for me out here, to have this to keep them away. It's pretty great.
I was gonna say, I feel like skeeter. They're now starting to. It's getting that time of year again.
Yeah, and it's muggy out today, and they screened in porches are great, but they can still get in.
They're crafty little. Mark that.
Mark that.
Mark that. And, 20 minutes in.
Yeah, they're crafty, and if they're small enough, they can kind of actually get through the screen, which is crazy.
Yeah,
that's just a poor screen. Right. That's what that is.
Well, I feel like you need to maybe double wall the screen. Maybe
double the screen.
Can you would that be an option there? Or get mosquito netting screen.
I'm sure they make that. It's probably smaller.
Yeah, not as wiry.
Probably a tighter mesh, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been looking at screen porch options for the house here, so I'll see what I can. Yeah, because I got a big backyard.
Yeah.
Need a deck. Got to build a deck.
You got to build a deck and then screen it in.
Yeah, not the whole thing. Like part of the
Right.
I can see that you've got a area out there that is not screened in porch.
Yes. Yeah. So there's it's a porch, and then it's kind of elevated up to my screen that leads to my house. I'll tell you what you need too. If you want to do something like this, 2 of my back screens that lead out to the porch, they're on a remote control and they roll up.
Whoa.
So if you really want, you can just walk freely and not have to go, into the screen doors or anything.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, you can just walk freely in and out.
You just hit the thing and boom, you're out. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah, they just roll up. It's pretty good.
And now Kim's back.
Yeah.
I can open the door for him.
Oh, puppy's back.
But he doesn't like to go outside by himself. So I have to like go out there with him.
He wants to be around you, Kim.
But he won't go outside by himself.
Oh, he's scared. He's scared of the outside.
He's scared. You need to teach him how to open doors.
That could be a bad thing.
Or get a doggy door.
He just wouldn't go out there by himself.
So my mom's dog doesn't like going out in the rain. Like she hates to get her feet wet, and
he likes the rain.
So
earlier he didn't want to come inside because of the rain. And
I let Sturge allow
tries to like eat the raindrops.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He came in soaking wet. I think it rained hard on him, so that was cool.
Yeah, having a dog when it's monsooning, especially a puppy, is not fun.
Mm-hmm.
You almost just have to deal with shit on your floor if it's monsooning. Sturgill would never let me do that, ever. I think he would when he was a puppy, because they don't really care.
Yeah.
And I was like, get off me. Don't do that.
My mom's dog hates it when you try and dance with her. Like you pick her up and do the.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not.
Do you
a fan
want
of
to
this.
dance?
Yeah.
Do you want to dance?
I missed what? Oh, mosquito. You had to get candles.
Yeah.
Well, out here I have it's called Skeeter Screen, and it's a little muggy out here today on my screen and porch. We were talking skeeters can still get in to the screen and porch, which is stupid. We were talking, me and Chuck, about like a skeeter mesh screen that maybe is tighter, where they can't get in. But I had to get that because I felt a couple, and I was like,
that would
feel like dealing with this. So
I feel like that would be the worst thing, in the car, having an itch that you couldn't get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I was a little sunburned on Sunday. I was outside a lot Saturday, and my arms were really sunburned, and it was a little hot. Especially with that, or your Nomex rubbing on you. That's
that's the worst.
And I
thought I was going to get a face mask tan from the mask, but I ended up being okay on Sunday.
That'd be a new kind of tan. People have sunglass tans.
Yeah. It's like the opposite of a sunglass tan.
Well, that's the good thing about having a beard, is that it automatically protects that tanning. So if I put on a mask, it's just maybe the nose won't get as burned. Mm-hmm. But this part, that's still going to be,
until you get, you go to the lake or the beach with that beard, you get a tan on your face, and then you have to shave it off for some reason.
Yeah.
Now you got a white beard.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got a tan line beard.
Those are bad. Those are bad.
Yeah.
Did you see? So I sent out an article about did men's beards evolve to absorb a punch to the jaw? If I could speak this morning, jeez. Did thick fluffy beards? Did men grow those so when they got punched, it would kind of soften the blow?
You would think it couldn't hurt, right? If you had a big one.
You had really thick hair, yeah.
Or
if you grew it long and then you wrapped it like a ZZ Top beard, and then you did a beard bun.
It also protects against cat scratching and things like that. So it's a protective thing. That's why people have
cat scratching.
Yes, cat scratch fever.
I was.
Oh, you got me on that one. Okay. Okay. I'm dumb.
Dang.
Missed it.
No, but the human. There was a new study about whether or not they were merely ornaments or actually useful, and they're saying that they were useful in some senses.
I think they were useful in some senses. Yeah. I think so.
I mean, yeah, like facial hair and just hair in general is there to like protect and keep things out. Almost like a filter, like a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The results of this study,
and in the wintertime,
Warmth.
extra warmth.
also attracts the ladies. But yeah, the study did find that the hair does indeed
He looks so much bigger.
Holy.
Everyone says he looks bigger every time. I think he's just closer to the screen.
He looks giant.
His neck, it's like, I can barely get my hands on his neck.
And like his haunch is like right below his neck, like his shoulders. Maybe it's just the angle.
I think it was the angle. He was pretty close to the screen. I think
Massive.
The camera adds 10
pounds. My
pounds.
my mom's like, he's got bigger. Like, yeah, I don't know.
That's just the grandparent in her, though.
Yeah, I guess
He's your
I don't know.
grand dog.
I'm with him every day, so I guess I don't notice if he's getting bigger or not. But
Yeah.
maybe he is. All I know is his neck is huge. But I have to get a new collar for him. I'm just kidding. That collar's huge. But he didn't wear a collar today because he sleeps without a collar because collars are uncomfortable.
And they make noise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't want to wear a. I'm completely lost right now.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
doing?
I've got my screen over here, and I've got this, and then a text popped up on my thing, and I just went completely. So
just went blank.
yeah, the mind just blanked because Strickert sent a note of like you've got to go to this, and there were like numbers in there, and I was trying to do math in my head, and I was like, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
I forgot he was still here.
He threw up.
Did he just throw up the background and then just leave?
Yeah, that's why I forgot that was a background, like an actual place.
Yeah. He's sitting over to the side. Like he made a cameo in last week's episode. I dropped the background and threw him in there when he distracted you early on in the show. So it's not like the Where's Waldo in the podcast. Where does Strickert pop in?
Yeah.
On the YouTube version.
Yeah.
He was basically giving me a time check.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Letting me know how far in we were.
I had something.
You had something?
I forgot.
My
What
bad.
you were saying, what? That's all I got from it.
Oh, a great find in my parents' attic yesterday. I found Space Jam DVD, and pretty amazing. And I looked at. Apparently, someone bought it for $6. I don't know how long ago, but great. Watched it yesterday. Childhood.
A long time.
Me neither. And especially since the Last Dance is over now, I was like, oh, I'll watch some more Michael Jordan stuff.
Did you watch the last 2 episodes?
No, I didn't. I didn't get home in time.
Yeah.
And I forgot to record them, so I'll have to look them up somewhere.
I watched them yesterday because by the time we left the office, it was too late I didn't want to tune in late, so. But I watched them yesterday. They're good. They're good. Makes you nostalgic. And I kind of want to go back and watch Space Jam. Like, does it hold up? Does Space Jam hold up?
It does. Dude, I was laughing my ass off last night at some of the scenes. And, it's a good storyline. You know, it's a good storyline. They need Michael. They're battling people from
the monster
space.
Danny DeVito. It's Danny DeVito was the bad guy.
Dude, so I didn't know that until I just rewatched it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in like 10 years. And I was like, that's Danny DeVito.
Right.
I had no idea. He kind of looks like him. The guy's kind of short and chubby and stuff.
Did he reference any whores?
What's that?
Did he reference any whores?
I don't think he did.
I know. It's a children's movie. It's from Always Sunny, Kim.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know Always Sunny like the back of my hand like you do.
I love Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Such a
I
good
like
episode.
it.
Such a good series.
Charlie Day.
I've been rewatching some of Always Sunny, like going back to the beginning and watching the old episodes.
Yeah. So I have all 14 seasons recorded.
Nice.
On my DVR.
Nice.
Yeah.
What?
So I'll just go back and watch some of my favorite ones. Well, I just set it up one time to where if a new one that hasn't been played before pops up, it just records it.
Yeah.
So I have all of the episodes that have ever been shown on TV.
Don't
it's
you
pretty
have to
great.
keep updating? Because won't, after it's in your DVR for a while, won't it delete?
No, I set my settings for it doesn't delete unless I tell it to.
Or
It has to do what I tell it to. It doesn't tell me what to do.
It's a machine.
The TV is mine.
Machines are subservient to humans. That's a thing that's happening right now. Not really.
what?
That's right.
Machines. They're using robo dogs in Singapore.
Oh yeah, that Robo Dog looks exactly like the Black Mirror Robo Dog, the one that they're using in Asia.
Yeah.
Where is that? China?
Singapore. Remote controlled
Singapore?
four-legged
To,
machines.
monitor parks and stuff.
Yep, for your own safety and those around you. Please stand at least 1 meter apart. That's what the dog says.
I know it says it's not recording, but I think that's a little fishy. I feel like it's probably, and that it can't identify people, but I think that's a lie.
I mean, you're gonna be identified. Facial recognition. Wow. Facial recognition technology that all of the technology things Facebook has been putting in. They're gonna know. They're gonna know where you are. They're gonna know what you're doing. Just accept it. Embrace that.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting worse. Like if I look up something on the internet and then I go on Instagram and it has an ad for it on Instagram, like it's getting worse. I see it more and more.
If you talk around your phone too.
Yeah.
I feel like there was something that we talked about on the show last week, and then I was flipping through Instagram, and boom, the ad for something that we talked about popped up. So,
yeah, I remember. Yeah, I think that happened to us before when we were doing a show in studio.
Yep.
Yeah, we were. So it's so funny. I was talking to my buddy's girlfriend a couple months ago. We were at his house, and we started talking about like, oh yeah, they're listening to us, all that stuff, all the ads and stuff, and then we started talking about something else, and then the next day. She texted me and was like, this literally, I got an ad on my phone about this. Like, I was like, well, it just proves my point. Yeah. It's wild.
The Twilight Zone music.
I kind of like it though. I kind of like it. Like, if I think about something and start talking about it, maybe drunkenly, and I forget the next day,
yeah,
and that pops up, I'll be like, oh, I was thinking about this. Let's research it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of the technology. Like technology, is initially designed to help us and to make life easier and better. It's just when it goes a little too far, that's when it's like, oh God, that's not bad. Like if I talk about
Oh, I said it's like, oh shit. Also, apparently you missed a cuss word last week.
I know. I've had 2
apparently
already.
I dropped an F-bomb halfway through and Chuck
let
it float through.
It's the human error aspect of this show. And I may or may not have had a beer when I was editing the show last week. So
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And if I'm listening back to a full, hour-long show, not quite an hour long, I'm bound to miss every now and then. If I don't write it down when we're going, then I'm going to miss it.
Right.
Yeah. I marked 2 of them so far on this one. I dropped 2 F-bombs.
He did drop. Yeah, I thought you only dropped 1.
I dropped a second one. I kind of did one under my breath where I went, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And those are generally the ones that I miss. If somebody, Kim's good at doing that, doing the that doesn't
Does that count though?
No, but you have dropped the k at the end of them too, so.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Yeah, if you drop,
I don't
you drop
mind.
that, you're caught.
Yeah. I don't mind. There's technically no FCC fine for it.
Because she broke it up. She in 2 words.
Yeah. It's 2 words.
If you say fa, then in other words than uck, is that really a word? Is that a cuss word?
No, that was enough space in between that.
Yeah.
I think it was okay.
But what if I emphasize the fact that I was saying a ph?
Pho. I had some pho.
The other day. No, that doesn't work.
I was trying to figure out how to finish it.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Yeah.
Foo?
Yeah. Huh?
Foo? Foo?
What?
Fo? Fa? Pho? How do you pronounce it? Ph.
Pho?
Yeah. Fa, fo, po.
I think it's pho.
Fa.
I've been told it's pho.
Yeah. It's good.
What are we talking about?
Asian soups.
Soups.
What the fuck
What the fuck?
are we talking about?
That's like, have you ever had cow soy?
What? Milk?
It's another Asian soup. It's
you said
Thai,
cow
I think.
soy. I was like, milk?
Cow soy.
Yeah.
No, cow soy. It's like a noodle Asian meat soup, whatever you want to make it. It's delicious.
You
I
ever-
like the soup they give you at like hibachi restaurants with the little mushrooms in it and stuff.
Miso.
Miso.
Is that miso? Miso soup.
I had some egg
Yeah,
drop
that's some
soup.
good stuff.
I had egg drop soup the other day. That's really good soup too. I like
Yeah.
that soup.
That's a big thing I miss about all this stuff is none of the hibachi restaurants are open. So I like to sit down because that's an experience. Yeah.
It's not a sit down hibachi one, but there's one in Uptown that does the takeout. And they're open Wednesday, and I'm going into the office Wednesday, and I'm gonna go in early so I can get it.
I feel like if they limited the number of customers and depending on where you sat, you could still do hibachi because like the chef is far enough away.
But the food is closer, so you'd have to have everyone covered and like face masks on while they're cooking, and
Wouldn't the fire just kill it all?
That's what I'm saying. The heat from the grill, just blocks all that
But
shit.
say somebody sneezes, which could happen at any hibachi, regardless of when in a pandemic, not in a pandemic. If somebody sneezes on a hibachi grill, I'm not eating there.
But it burns it all off. And honestly, what kind of shithead would sneeze right on the grill?
I don't know. There's some pretty messed up individuals out there.
I did see photos of like gyms. I think it was somewhere maybe in China, like workout gyms where now they have like clear partitions in between each like treadmill or like cardio machine. Because like think about all the sweat, like
Yeah.
different world.
No. I did get a text here. This ads and things made me think of this. Ty Dillon is running a new paint scheme. Are you running a new paint scheme tomorrow, or are you running an old one? Or today?
Wait.
Today, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Oh,
Darlington.
you're talking in the present. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
I'm talking in the present.
No, I'm just running. It's a mowing scheme.
Okay.
Just our normal Menards mowing scheme.
Ty
What's
Dillon
he
is
running?
running his Geico Hump Day scheme.
Oh, how about that?
Oh,
That's pretty funny.
It's Mike. Guess what day it is?
Mike.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That is cool. Since we're racing on a Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
God damn. The weather forecast does not look good.
This
No, it doesn't look good for today or tomorrow or hopefully Thursday looks good, but
tropical depression is depressing.
yeah.
What was it, Arthur? Is that the name?
Is it named?
I thought they named it
Oh.
Arthur.
So we've had our first name stormed in 2020 before Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. It's apocalypse, dude.
Better hold on to your butts. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Whoa.
Bless you.
Right on that hibachi grill, man.
Yeah,
Right there.
yeah. All that talk of sneezing.
We have had a very nice spring, though. It's been like the nicest spring in like 10 years in Charlotte.
Yeah. I've wanted
Except
more
for all
rain.
of this week.
Yeah. Like I wanted rain earlier on in this stuff so I could like feel better about getting things done in the house and not being outside. You know?
Yeah.
Because that would have been fun. So this is the first time, though, that this podcast is going to release on a race day, which is interesting and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be a good lead into the race.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
While you're waiting for that prime time action, make sure you...
Prime time.
I mean, although if you've listened this far into the podcast, you're probably, yeah, you're committed.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
You're
an ad.
bored and waiting.
Well, you know what we could do? This could be the promo section. So let me do that. You know, this episode of the Glass Case of Emotion is the first time we've released one on a race day. This is goingon.com, so do something fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the first time ever.
Yeah.
Glass
Race
Case
day.
of Motion. Leading you in to the Darlington 300? 300 miles?
It's the Toyota
500K.
5K? 300 miles?
Toyota 500, but it's 500
Toyota 500
kilometers.
kilometers. I think all the races should be 500 kilometers.
Does that throw, like, the fact that it's a shorter race, what does that have to do with anything? How does that affect your approach?
Well, it ends earlier
Yeah.
since it's shorter. So there's less laps. And,
Don't have to turn the wheel to the left as
Not
much.
to stop as many times.
don't have to turn the wheel as much to the left, as many times, not to pit stop as many times because it's shorter. Yeah.
And thank you for.
I mean, it'll be obviously the stages are shorter.
Yeah.
Right. So it'll be more of an emphasis on going right away.
I think the stages fall like within the fuel window too.
You can make a full stage on, not without pitting.
Like 60 to 65, and the first stage is like 60 laps.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see
the tires.
If it does go green, I think you might have a couple people like pitting and trying to make it back up. You just have to see how far they fall off. Yeah. But it'll be interesting. I mean, it'll be a short little sprint for sure. We start 5th because they invert because we sucked last week. So we start towards the front this week, which would be nice. So
I don't feel like you guys sucked. You ran top 10, I felt like most of the time. Yeah. It felt like it.
No, I know. I was there, Kim. I was there. I know.
It's like I was there. I was in the car.
I think we started in the top 10, and that was about. Then we spent maybe 15 laps there, and then.
I'm just remembering those 15 laps.
Okay, good. Hey, I appreciate that.
At least you didn't have Jimmy Johnson's day, you know.
Oh, that sucked, man. I hated that for him.
Stenhouse's day.
Or Stenhouse's day.
Or Stenhouse's day. Yeah. I had half a thought of like someone that would happen on lap 1, and I mean I wasn't expecting who to do it or whatever, but I was like, I think someone might wreck here on lap 1, which sucks. Yeah. You sit around for 2 months and get in an accident on lap 1 sucks for everybody on that group. But
I thought it was gonna be worse. Like I thought there would be multiple cars wrecking on lap 1, but
that was the big
smaller professionals.
Big thing I noticed is there weren't any multi-car
that's
wrecks.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, like hell yeah, everybody was social distancing with the cars, just spinning on their own.
Yeah, but I hated that for Jimmy.
Yeah,
that sucked. I saw the replay of it. I'm like, oh man, that sucks.
And he almost won that stage.
I know. Jeez. One of them deals, one of them racing deals.
I was about to say, one of them racing deals.
You'll have that.
Just pushing it there towards the end and got away from him. That's I know, in NASCAR as, a media member, we're not supposed to have, favorites or anything like that, but I want Jimmy to win so bad. So bad. I want him to win.
At least one more.
He started right next to me.
Yeah.
And so before the race, we were social distancing. We were talking to each other 6 feet apart and with our masks on.
Tape measure out. Make sure you were.
Tape measure out. Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't 5 3/4.
Yeah. No, positive. I actually went 6 foot 1 inch just to make sure that
buffer.
I was to the good. And I was like, hell of a retirement year. A little wacky. He was like, yeah. I was like, well, you just got to stay one more then. Have a regular season. I'm lobbying to get him to stay one more year. Because of this.
It would be nice, but
one more year, it's all because of you.
That's right.
Let that be known to all the Jimmy Johnson fans out there.
If he stays one more year, I want to keep on him about it.
Yeah, I think the 2 months at home might have cemented his like, oh man, I can like spend more time with the family now. Like that might be going against you right now. So you've got to find up new creative ways to motivate him to come back.
Although if he's having to teach his kids because they're out of school, that could drive him insane quickly. As delightful as his girls are.
Yeah, but
it could drive him back to the race car.
Well, he's not going away from racing. He's still doing stuff.
Know what I mean.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy ran like, some F1 races.
The IndyCar, he's going to already.
Yeah, IndyCar is going to happen. But, like, I want to see Jimmy run Monaco.
I don't think you can run some F1 races. It's not like, let's get a car together. Let's go run this F1 race. I don't think it works that way.
It should, damn it. He's got 7 titles in NASCAR. That should get him at least a shot at running one F1 race of his choosing. It's got to count for something.
An all-star race in F1 where other drivers from other series come, like the all-stars from other series, racing series, come and run F1.
We should just do a swap day.
Yeah.
Or that.
All the F1 drivers, you'll run NASCARs for a day, and we'll run their F1 cars for a day.
NASCARs?
That'd be awesome.
And all the media people that cover NASCAR usually get to cover F1.
Yeah. That'd be great.
So you guys are quarantined over here to this one section. You can't cross this line, and you have to talk to your drivers here only when we say you can.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That'll go over like a lead balloon. Or a fart in a lead balloon. Is that even a thing? I don't know. I'm off today. This is just not a good day for me and funny things. So.
Well, hey, you look great.
I apologize to the fans.
Yeah. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Can I ask, are those like fraternity class
Yes.
Pictures?
Yes, they are
on the wall?
composites. We have Bebop and Rocksteady that are two ducks. They're in one of the things. Hang on. Here. Oh.
Hey, wait, what are they?
Ducks.
I think they had ducks in their fraternity.
We had Bebop and Rocksteady. They're two ducks. And then this is Buddy. Buddy is a dog. And then that's Chuck Bush up there, the recruitment chair. So
Nice.
yeah.
Also, I like how I got closer to my screen thinking it was going to like
Get bigger. Yeah.
zoom in on your shit.
Yeah. No, that's not how it works. That's not how that works. But
Not how it works.
I gotta rehang that. That'll be all right.
I finally got a new iPhone after I dropped mine. I'm not used to the no home button. It took me a second to get used to the new interface. And Face ID now is. There you go. Mark that down.
Marking it down.
Why is
47.
it?
If you have a face mask on, it won't work.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That
That's
one.
true.
Yeah.
So now Apple has talked about the next iteration of phones. They're going to come back with the home button. One of the next iterations.
Good.
They have the thumbprint again.
Yeah, back with the thumbprint.
That's gonna go away.
I
with
actually
the
don't
button.
mind. I thought I wasn't going to like the Face ID, but it's like super seamless and it works very quickly. Again, as long as you don't have a face mask on.
Yeah. I couldn't get my Face ID to work. Like if I'm wearing sunglasses, like it wouldn't. It won't read me. And it actually.
What happens if you're a dude and you do the Face ID scan either with or without a thick beard, and then you either grow a beard or vice versa, you shave it? Like, does the Face ID still work?
Mine worked when I shaved my mustache. So but that's not a lot of big area covered. Like I think if you have a big beard, that would be different.
Stricker's starting to creep into the shot.
Yeah.
It's funny to just see the edge of him. But the thing is, he was like blending. He was blending in with the colors of the background poster.
Starting to rain harder.
Yeah.
What is, before you go, what is your hat? Whiskey Boat? Is that what that says?
Yeah, my buddy makes just little goods. He makes mainly candles, and his company's name is Whiskey Boat. And
That's cool.
Pretty cool. They sent me some candles. Yeah. So.
Delightful.
Yeah. He makes some nice smelling candles. So if you guys are interested, people are listening this far.
What's the best smelling candle in the batch?
I don't know the name of it. Oh, they had it was like a tobacco spice.
Ooh.
One they sent me that was pretty amazing. And then they had a bourbon one as well.
Oh, I like bourbon. I might have to check that out.
It was pretty good. Whiskey Boat. Check them out.
I like handcrafted goods. I guess are they out of North Carolina?
No, they're at Texas.
Oh, Tejas.
Yeah.
I like Texas.
Yeah.
I got a friend moving to Texas soon, to Austin.
I would like to say thank you all for tuning in to the pre-race show brought to you by Glass Case of Emotion. This is live on NASCAR.com.
How soon, like how many hours before the race is this on? Are we on?
I don't know. It depends on when they post it. Because last week, it was a little bit later. Because I have to deliver it, and then they have to... Oh, my doorbell just rang. Interesting.
Uh-oh.
Interesting. You know what that means? It's time to hit the music.
It's music. Chuck's got to go get the door.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell would be knocking on my door.
Hey, Chuck's 11 a.m. booty calls at the door.
Yeah,
it's gotta go answer it.
It's my quarantine sex buddy. She's here.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah,
Ferris Bueller's, we heard that you were feeling ill, headache, fever. I'm not going to do the whole thing. Maybe somebody sent you a naughty nurse.
ooh, that would have been real
Maybe
nice.
That was our gift to you.
Hey,
Yeah.
well, thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe it's actually us and we set up fake Zoom backgrounds. We're actually on our phone on the way over there.
That would also be amazing to see how that would work. I don't know how it would, but thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Enjoy the race.
Rate and
Have a good
review,
night.
iTunes. Enjoy the primetime race. Any thoughts about what they should look out for tonight? No.
Dry weather.
Dry weather.
Pray for all the dry weather, yeah. Oh, I'll be there too. I'm there.
Yeah, you're there. You're down there now.
I'm down there now.
You guys are there
We
now.
actually did this podcast from the racetrack.
Yeah,
We did.
that's what's the pond name behind you there? I'm drawing a blank on the name of the pond at Darlington. Son of a bitch.
I got a pond over here to my right. Not wanting to be a pond.
You should name it.
Ramsey's Pond.
Okay, I'll name it Ramsey's Pond.